Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing, doing a digital roof inspection out here in the college area. We like to do these inspections to outline the current condition of the roof and provide any recommended action. We like to start these inspections on the eave of the roof to outline the wood condition. These eaves they have stuccoed, they're called stuccoed in. So you can't see any of the rafters or the starter board of the plywood, but you can see the fascia board. The fascia board looks to be good. There is some wear and tear on the corners here. Typically you're able to see kind of if there's any termite damage or whatnot. Any bad wood that we do, that we find on a roof replacement project, we always replace. Something key from the edge here, you can see a second drip edge under that right there. So there is 2 layers on this roof. We'll kind of show you kind of the tell from that and kind of the downfalls of it. Building code says you can have 2 layers on a roof, so it's very commonly done. Right here we see our drip edge metal right here, and then our fascia board right here, and then underneath that we actually have the old drip edge metal that you can see underneath. But what's really happening around the edge of the roof is because there's 2 layers, the edge of the roof is really holding water on the roof, as you can see right here. It comes up and bows up. It's because the old drip edge wasn't taken off. Usually when we do an overlay, we take the old drip edge off, so that way it allows this to flatten out a little bit, force water off the roof. Right here we're seeing water stay right on top of that, so you can see how it bows up, and this happens all around the roof, and it's kind of keeping water up on the roof itself. You can really see it on this edge right here. It bows up right at this edge right here, and all this has a bunch of moss growth. But what's really doing is when water stays on the roof, the wear and tear starts to happen. But the integrity of the starter shingle is kind of coming up around the entire half of the roof. And what you can see, the wear and tear that we're starting to see on this roof is the edge of the shingles. You can start to see the fiberglass kind of showing through, and the granules and fiberglass start to show through, and then you start to see exposed nails and water penetrate in. You can see some damaged shingles like this, where you can see some damage and some fiberglass showing through, and then really on this side with a lot of sun, you can see all the fiberglass showing through. The damage that we're talking about is like on these south sides that get a lot of sun. You can see the integrity of the shingle is severely lost, and then you can see the nails kind of showing through, so water can easily get to this right now. Exposed nails on the ridge cap right here. If we come over here to this side of the roof, a lot of granules in the gutter right here. But you can see the integrity of these shingles. Can just easily come up. And you can see right down to the second layer, and then the wood right there. So to mitigate wood damage, you kind of get ahead of replacing this roof. And you can also see that when it was installed, there's a little bit of an overexposure on the shingles, where you can, you like to see actually a 1/2 inch more of overlap to kind of prevent the water from staying on the roof. Backside right here, you can really see this starter shingle holding a lot of water on the roof. And it's currently wet right now from the rain last night. So because of the granule loss, because of the insulation, because of the 2 layers, the overexposure of the shingles, and we're worried about wood getting wet around the perimeter of the roof, it is a really good time to get these 2 layers off, replace any of the bad wood, and then re-roof. Replace all the metals. We're going to add low profile O'Hagan hence. We're going to take the ventilation from 2 to 4, add for ventilating of the attic, go to a nice cool rated shingle. That completes my inspection video. We're going to recommend a full replacement for this roof. Thank you.